Last Sunday, Japan held yet another stacked major, this time the talent-filled Maesuma Top 15 final. Not technically the last Maesuma, but the last one to have Maeda-kun's involvement, and the last with the Maesuma branding. I've already gone over the top 8 of this tournament extensively in yesterday's video, but this tournament had so much more than just the top 8. As usual, Maesuma Top 15 was host to insane upsets aplenty, and today we'll be going over every single upset and crazy runs in the bracket. Without further ado, let's talk about some upsets and the runs that they caused. The biggest upset of the tournament was the one that sent 3rd seed Ashimo crashing into losers before pools were even over. Mii Brawler, Dark Pit, Luigi, and Bowser main Lunamato defeated him in a dominant 3-0, using all Mii Brawler in that set to dismantle the Ryu, repeating his 3-1 upset over the Ryu at Sumobato SP19 more than 2 years ago. While Lunamato didn't make much of a run after defeating Ashimo, it was an impressive win for him and proved he could still beat Ashimo even after the level up that followed Ashimo's KageDB7. After Ashimo fell into losers, he just won one more set against AZ's Enderman before being eliminated at 49th by Greninja and Cloud main Suna in yet another of the tournament's biggest upsets. Suna went on to take out Rizeyasu as well before losing to Atelier for a solid 25th place. Donkey Kong main Hamazu was the surprise breakout of this event. He was a practical unknown before this tournament, with his only notable results being a Game 5 set with top Kazuya Steve Rocky, and some decent wins like Wolf main Shori, Pac-Man main Las Vegas, and PT main Orca. At Maesuma Top 15, he went on a tear, defeating 12th seed Ryuo in a Game 5 set, and then besting 53rd seed and top Wario Uraomote to make it out of pools on winner's side. Although he fell to Alice and Kyon for 33rd immediately after, it was quite the run for the DK main. Speaking of heavies, Japan's best online K-Rool player, Ball, made one of his rare offline appearances here and was able to make upsets over the country's best Cloud players, defeating Yoshi 3-2 and Akasa 3-1 for an eventual placement of 33rd, a landmark placement for the character. Ike main Tora came into the event as the 58th seed. She defeated 7th seed Gact in a close 3-2 to make it out of pools, before losing to Shirayuki and next defeating Harisen in another close Game 5 set. Unfortunately, Tora would next lose to Doramigi 3-1 for a final placement of 25th. Steve Min co-main Avaru, riding the momentum from his run to 17th at Maesuma Top 14.5, upset top Diddy main Chicken in pools, and then defeated Luigi legend Navy to reach top 64 winners. Although he lost immediately after, falling to Tsubaki and Fudara-ramen for 33rd, it marks yet another notable result for the rising star. The Luigi main I just mentioned, Navy? Well, after falling into losers, he was seeded to win just 2 more sets and place outside the top 32. Spoiler alert, he didn't do that. Benefiting from a DQ from Yuzu, he tore through Masha, Ryuo, and Senra before losing to Alice to reach a stellar 9th place, massively outplacing his seed and making somewhat of a return to form. And lastly, of course, we have Komei's victory over Yoshidora in a close Game 5 set. A very good upset, and with Komei's 9th place finish, we're hopefully witnessing the start of Komei having his very own return to form. And lastly, while I covered this quite a bit in yesterday's video, let's quickly go over some upset runs that resulted in players making the top 8. Again, I won't go too in depth and I will be spoiling what placements these players got, so seriously, go watch yesterday's video. Alright, let's quickly run down some highlights. The biggest run of the top 8 finishers was Toon Link main level 1, who was the 14th seed and took out Vanilla, Kurage, Subo, and Hedo to make top 8, where level 1 defeated Shirayuki and even took Yoshidora to a Game 5 last hit scenario for 3rd. But right on his heels with an incredible run of his own was the world's best Banjo, Toriguri, who made a phenomenal losers run, besting Fudara-ramen, Atelier, Jogibu, Komei, and Doramigi for an amazing 5th place, the best placement a Banjo player has ever gotten at a major. Japan's second best Mario, Snow, made yet another great run, defeating Shion, Kananabe, Alice, and Toriguri for a remarkable 4th place. Shirayuki yet again cemented his spot as the world's best Inkling, taking out Shupi, Tora, Goryoka, and lastly Komei en route to a 5th place finish. And lastly for top 8, Japan's best Roy Alice reached 7th place, beating Hamazu, Tsubaki, and Navy. Maesuma Top 15 was maybe the perfect Japanese major, with every defining feature for these tournaments cranked up to the max. We're talking buckets of upsets, insane SPRs, great losers runs, and most of the top 8 not being top 8 seeds. But with Grands still being the 1st and 2nd seeds fighting together, we just took a very unorthodox route to get there. And it's quite fitting. Maeda-kun has done so much for the Japanese Smash scene as a whole, so it fits that the last tournament with his involvement goes down as maybe the textbook perfect example of what Japanese Smash is all about. That's going to be it for today's video. Before I go, shout out to my patrons Seth Lasser, Frosco333, and my tier 2 patrons Iltis and Diamond Blaze. Additionally, shout out my YouTube members Stormtrooper, Loco Soko, Mattoon, Diarrhea, Dicho Jr., Defective, Orangabang, and my tier 2 members Mike G and Wu-Tang Forever. Also, an extra special shout out goes to my tier 3 patron Ocean Man, who says, RisterMice is so sorry for playing Min Min. If you want to support me using any of these methods, links are in the description below. Tomorrow I'll be making a video covering Wave Champion 6, but until then, I've been RisterMice, and thank you all so much for watching.